Welcome to a new day. I am back at the lot and we are continuing with the Ford Focus and Ford Econoline. So first, I'm just gonna try to take all of these stickers off because we have no use for them. That one's pretty easy. This one will probably be a little bit harder and leave a residue. Oh, look at that. That was wonderful. So the only other thing is that paint right there that I'll have to remove. Just got to the lot, so I don't even have the keys to the cars. I'm gonna go upstairs, grab whatever I need. We're gonna check the oil level, see if they need an oil change, and go from there. Had to pause for half an hour or so. I got dealer tags on both cars. Had a buyer come out, look at a car, and look at what showed up. 2001 Ram 2500, all the way from Copart. And this is the damage. So it seems like something fell on it, kind of caved the roof in. This is not my truck, but this is a truck that you guys will see on the channel, especially when we go quadding. So it's not mine, but it's gonna be around. And the really good thing is, you probably won't see it, it's a 55 block, not a 53 block. So I think to the owner of this truck, he made a really good purchase. And it sounds really good too. Very healthy. We can now resume here and filthy. Looks like a new battery though. So it will have to go through detail. Wow, oil looks fresh. Even more than fresh. I actually haven't pulled a Carfax for this car yet, so in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a one owner. I'm gonna move this car out, then I gotta go to my detailer, swap cars, and then I think we're gonna resume with this one, take it through DQ. Once it passes DQ, if it passes, then I will plan to take it to my detailer once he's done with another one. So this one will be kind of put on the back burner for a few days. All right, I'll leave it here for a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that one later in the video. For now, I'm gonna pause it and take care of some stuff that I need to do. See you guys in a few seconds.
2 hours later.
I sincerely apologize. I feel like I'm rushing through a lot right now because a lot of things are coming up and I'm like bouncing between a whole bunch of things. So I'm gonna lock this up. Gotta fix this mirror just a tad bit and go find that one gas station so I could fill this thing up, because we are at a quarter tank and the more I drive it, or any driving, it just increases the risk of me not making it. And since it's not, you know, regular gasoline, it's not that simple to find a fueling station. So all of this has to be kind of thought of in advance. And these mirrors are not powered, they're manual, so I have to still raise it a little bit higher for me to see better. Okay, I will see you guys at the fueling station. And I'm just now realizing that I didn't check if I have the key to undo the gas cap. I mean, I think I do because I have like 5 keys on that ring, but that would be bad.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Guys, I believe I am here. From what I read online, this is a self-serve, help yourself type of station. So hopefully I could figure this out because I've never done this before. But let's see, I got all these keys and I don't see that one. Well, that's not good. Or do I fill it up right here? I do fill it up right here. And what the heck is that? So I gotta pull up more. Ugh, I'm dropping keys now. Like I said, guys, I've never done this before. Alright, let's pull up a little bit. Okay, so first glance, this is almost like a propane type of tank deal. So yeah, I'm assuming put that in, turn that on. Okay, let me read the instructions and so I don't mess up nothing. Put my card in. One moment, please. It's been like that for 20-30 seconds. You broken or what? Like $2.39 price per GGE, which is actually a lot cheaper than running gasoline in your vehicle. It's definitely been a few minutes now with no luck, and I got everything hooked up, ready to go. I mean, take my money. Why is it still saying 1 moment, please? I've even tried cancel, clear, no, and no luck. Okay, I moved over to a different location. This one has this sale, so I'm assuming somebody recently was able to make it work. Just ran the card through and it's saying the same thing. So how long is it gonna be?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Guys, it has been almost half an hour, if not more, but I finally got this thing on, and I even called this number to get help, and they were not very helpful. I moved back and forth to a different station, this station, probably 3 or 4 times. I'm surprised nobody showed up here, to be honest, because I'm sure there's a camera somewhere around here. Yep, right there. And whoever's watching is probably thinking, huh, what a dumb dude. But anyways, I got it to hook up, but now again it's saying 1 moment please, and it's not processing my darn payment. So I finally got this darn thing on, and what do I do now? So I guess here goes another 30 minutes trying to figure this out.
A few minutes later.
You guys won't believe it. So I called the 1-800 number, and the guy tells me that this site is down, that they can't process any card payments. They've tried to restart the system remotely and it doesn't work. So this CNG station is down, and he said maybe it'll get fixed later today. If not, then over the weekend. Today's Thursday, over the weekend. So when I was on the phone with him for 10 minutes trying to figure out how to connect this darn hose, he couldn't tell me that this darn site was down, and even if I could connect it, I won't be able to fill up. First time CNG. It sucks. Oh boy, what an adventure. I guess I gotta take this thing off, but look. I mean, I guess in theory now I know that I can use it. What a waste of time. Literally coming here, spending all this time here, and now driving back to the lot, probably losing hour and a half, because this station is like 17 minutes away from the lot. So probably more than that. I have a little bit, well, maybe half of a quarter left. It's gonna be really annoying when I do return again. 1, if it's not gonna be working, and 2, if I run out of fuel. So the semi guy pulls up after, you know, I'm done struggling here. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tell him. Like, I don't know, you know, if it's gonna be the same for my pump and his pump, because he's on a semi, so he's using the big nozzle thing. But I was like, hey, if he's gonna be struggling so he doesn't struggle like I did, I told him, and he goes, well, I'm gonna try it anyways. He jumps out of the semi and goes, it says, please wait a moment, station is down. Like, he knew, like it was normal, and I struggled. Like, if I would have known, if I would have pulled up, saw please wait a moment, and I was using the CNG station stuff, and it would mean, hey, it's down, come back another day, then I probably would and not spend there 40 minutes. But anyways, we are heading back to the lot, and hopefully there's gonna be no traffic. Well, made it back to the lot. Still have hopefully enough fuel to get to the other place. So now we're gonna take a look at this thing, because I've never owned one of these vans before. I was hoping it would like lock, but it just swings. That seems uncomfortable. Okay, so we got a door handle here, all of this plastic trim. little bags. I'm assuming you put your scissors, your screwdrivers and whatnot in here. This is probably specific to something else. Little storage. And I'm assuming some of these keys are for these locks. That will probably be two-handed. Yep. We got a whole bunch of little things in here. Screws. Yeah, so this was Verizon. So I'm assuming everything in here is more or less directed to internet and cell phones and cable and whatnot. So surprised that these don't have their little locking mechanisms. But dang, I mean, I fit in here barely, but for what it is, pretty awesome van. You know, somebody will need it for their business. Worst case scenario, they could take this stuff out. I'm sure it's worth money to somebody, and then use it for like flooring or whatever. Could close that. Looks like that's missing. And this is ladder stuff. Curious if those work. I saw little like lights on the dash. I think this is locked. Yeah. So this is the van. Driving it a little bit more, I do still feel a slight iffiness with the transmission, so I am gonna do a transmission flush on it. Well, not me, my mechanic will do it, and hopefully he fixes it, because I had a small, like something similar. This is definitely a little bit more, but something similar on one of my other vehicles. Transmission flush, drove it for like 30 miles and it's perfect now, and I've done maybe 150 miles since the transmission flush and literally no issues. It fixed it. But again, that was fairly minor. And this is to some extent fairly minor, but it's noticeable. So hopefully that will fix it. So I'm gonna need to order some transmission fluid, filter, gaskets, all of that good stuff. And then once I pick up a car from him, he could take on this minivan. Well, that's not a minivan. Cargo van, commercial van. But the other thing I need to do is take this Ford Focus through DEQ. But that won't be done today because they are like 6-7 cars deep in one lane, and that's as far as the camera shows. So honestly, I think we're gonna pause it here. I'm gonna be working on other stuff. But yeah, for this video, we're gonna take a pause here and resume when we resume.
Several days later.
It has been a few days, a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. I think 2 days ago, actually yesterday, I stopped by the CNG station. There's an old lady trying to fill up, and it seems like everything was working, but the pump wasn't pumping, which is very discouraging, so I didn't go. But now my mechanic is done with one of my other cars, and I'm towing this van to him. I'm gonna check the transmission fluid level. I know it's best to check it on a warm transmission. So by the looks of it, we do have transmission fluid. Two reasons why I am towing this thing to my mechanic and not driving it. One, I didn't put any CNG in it. So taking it there and then back, I might not have enough to fill it up, and then eventually I'll probably have to take it on a trailer anyways. And two, the transmission acting up. It's not bad, but if I just want him to take a look at it, so that if it's something more or less minor, I don't make it worse, and that he can fix it. So at the very least, we're doing a full transmission flush with a new gasket, new filter, and I think it takes like 12 to 14 quarts of transmission fluid. I don't remember, but I have it all in the van. I've been using the trailer today. There it is. So I'm gonna get the ramps out. We're gonna load this thing up, strap it down. I got 2 buyers coming out today. Once I'm done with them, It's probably gonna be like 7:30 p.m. and we are taking this Ford van to my mechanic to get a transmission flush and kind of go from there. Of course, worst case scenario, if he drops the pan and there's any metal shavings in it, then SOL, and this thing is going back to the auction. But hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully it's just, you know, older fluid or whatnot, but we'll find out. We'll find out shortly within, I don't know, a few days or so. But let's get it loaded on the trailer, strapped down, so we could take it to my mechanic in about 2 hours. Loaded up and we are ready to go. Don't even know what time it is. I feel like it's 7:30, but I think we're gonna pause the video here and then just pick it up when we're ready, because I'm just trying to rush through everything because I feel like I'm gonna be home by 9 p.m. today.
The next day.
While the minivan is getting the transmission flush done, we are going to be working on the Focus. So I took it through DQ about an hour ago, took care of other stuff. I have this new cover that came in, so now the job is to pull these out. Basically the metal clips right here that you guys can see. Pull those out, I think undo this mirror and see how I could get this assembly out, because it doesn't fit through here. It's basically super snug. So yeah, I don't know how this works, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Awesome, it doesn't look like I needed to take this mirror off, although I did take the 10mm bolts out, but no biggie. So essentially the assembly kind of sits like this, and then you kind of push it in and then twist it to take this out, which is, yeah, not very difficult. So we have the old part out, now I get to put the new one in. Here we go, new part is installed. Oh, it's not super inspiring quality, look at that, but it's a lot better than having a busted one. So honestly, now just get this off, take it through the car wash, and I think Focus can be listed today. So this one was definitely easier than the minivan, but for the minivan, stay tuned, that should be the next clip.
The next day.
Well guys, with the Focus being done, we are continuing with the Econoline van. I am at my mechanic shop. I just dropped this off on the trailer. So now we get to pick this thing up. And hopefully the transmission flush worked. And the little, I guess, imperfections that I was feeling, I won't be feeling anymore. I'll let that run. Going to get the trailer prepped. Alrighty, let's take a look. Am I lined up? More or less. Probably just kick this out a little bit to the side. Okay, well, good luck to me. Last time I did this was a very, very tight fit. So let's see how well I do this time around. Well guys, I think I am a-okay-ish. Alrighty, that should be good. E-brake on. We can kill this, leave the keys in here. Well, I think that's pretty good. Alright, the game plan now is to strap it down and then go to the CNG gas station, or station, I don't know how to properly call it. Put some CNG in this thing and then take it back to the lot, and I could drive it, make sure transmission feels better or perfect. If I'm hoping it's gonna be perfect, and if it is, then I can sell it. There we go, got everything strapped down. Seems like everything is nice and tight. Now we get to go to the fill-up station.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Guys, I think I got it figured out. I did. Look at that. Curious if I want to do a full tank or not. But I am so happy I got this figured out. So now I get to fill this thing up. Maybe I'll do 10 gallons. And then we're going to the lot. I'm gonna unload it and then go for a drive, see how the transmission feels. Maybe do like a 10-15 mile loop, maybe smaller than that. And kind of go from there, but so far, very happy. Alrighty guys, well, here's the van. It made it. I did not drive it. The GMC I was towing with, I literally just dropped off the van. And then I started the GMC to park the trailer and it's missing. I pulled the codes, cylinder 5 misfire, which is really odd because we did all spark plugs, all ignition coils, all wiring, probably, I don't know, 3,000-4,000 miles ago, and it's been running like a champ. And the weird thing is, I mean, I towed, ran like a champ, and now cylinder 5 misfire. Anyways, I'm gonna have to pause the video here, maybe drive the van off video and kind of give you guys an update. I have a whole bunch of stuff to do and traffic is just crazy. I have multiple people showing up to the lot within the hour. So yeah, we're gonna pause it here and then resume.
Several days later.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, since that last clip, I did drive the Econoline van, the E250. I put maybe 15-20 miles on it. Transmission did not improve, and it's not something I'm comfortable selling to the general public, so I took it back to Mannheim. It went through the lane yesterday and it actually got a $7,400 bid, but unfortunately they didn't take an offer, so the auctioneer goofed up and they just kind of moved on. At $7,400 I still would have made $300-400, but I mean, a profit is a profit, but I don't have to deal with a van that has potential transmission issues. So unfortunately, I still have it, but if the auction goes the same way next week, I mean, my goal is just to pull my money out of it. I don't want to spend time on it. That's why I just took it back to the auction. So yeah, if it goes just as it did this week, then I'll make a little bit of money on it and move on to something else. But as for this video, we're gonna end it right here. The Ford Focus, which is right here, was a good purchase. I am working with a buyer to get financing. They're actually gonna try to go through their bank. If that doesn't work, then I will help them with financing through the dealership. So it looks like Ford Focus was a good buy. It is pending sale. The van wasn't, but that's okay. I mean, honestly, that's how the business goes. And this channel is to show you guys that being a car dealer, it's not perfect. We have our struggles. We actually have a lot of struggles. And this is life. That's how it goes. If you guys like this video, please consider subscribing, consider sharing it with your friends, drop a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in another video. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching.